So by now you've all heard of the FTX collapse and the co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried. But apparently his mom once wrote an essay about fixing problems rather than assigning blame. She wrote a detailed paper about fixing stuff when things go terribly wrong. So apparently Barbara Fried is a Stanford law professor, and she once wrote an article called Beyond Blame. Her focus was on fixing problems rather than assigning blame. FTX filed for bankruptcy last week, and Sam Bankman-Fried says he's scrambling to raise the $8 billion to repay customers and to pay off creditors. And then the rest of us are all scrambling to find out what the hell happened. But his mother, Barbara Friedman, had argued that attributing blame in times of crisis had ruined criminal justice and economic policy, suggesting it was time to move past the blame. Basically, she wanted people to get past blame mongering. She said next time something goes terribly wrong, suppose that instead of immediately asking who is to blame, we ought to ask, how do we fix this problem? And guess what? Bankman-Fried actually declined to comment about this article when he was contacted about it. Go figure. She said, instead of trying to change the public understanding of personal responsibility, we could try to change the subject to the collective benefits that could come from actually fixing the problems we face. And this is interesting. Fried's writings ties her family belief in effective altruism, a movement that uses calculations to understand how people can use their time, money, and resources to best help others, with a focus on the ends of an individual's actions justifying the means of getting there. But opponents of effective altruism say that harmful outcomes can be overlooked with such actions.